We are conditioned to feel lost. The environment we live in set us up for failure. If right now I ask you to choose a pen, red or blue, which one will you choose? It's easy, right? There's only two choices. But what if right now there are many pens for you to choose from? Will you still be able to pick what you like? Or would you feel overwhelmed, confused, and lost? This is what's happening to most of us right now. We live in a world where we are constantly bombarded with so many options from the media, technology, advertisement, and the people around us. Do we truly know what we want or not? Or are we just lost in a sea of distractions? This is actually a vicious cycle. The more we are bombarded with options, the more lost we get. When you are overwhelmed by too much information, your brain gets tired. It cannot process the option and make a decision. Your brain eventually have to give up and just consume whatever that is presented to you. This allows social media to recommend and feed you with whatever content they want. When your brain is too tired to choose, you end up consuming content that you don't really care about or have no intention of watching. You just react to whatever that comes your way. Instead of intentional consumption, it now becomes automated consumption. Even though we have a lot of choices, we are actually not choosing. We are just consuming what is shown to us. And because we are not exercising our intention and just mindlessly receiving information from other people and other sources, we become lost to our own desire, our own purpose. And when we are making important decisions in life, such as what career to pursue, what relationship to build, we have no idea at all. Or we pursue goals based on what other people tell us is good for us. I feel very fortunate that I was born in the 80s because there was a period of time in my childhood that technology was not very developed. I didn't have a personal computer or mobile phone. And when you have no money to buy any games, you use your imagination. I remember when I was a child, my brothers and I created our own card game. We just took blank pieces of paper, cut them out, and drew what we wanted on it. Or we took the board game Scramble and we recreated a game out of it using the tiles. What we are doing is we are practicing creativity. Nowadays, children are given mobile phones for entertainment. There are a lot of games and videos available on their phone, but what they practice is consumption. These games and videos are ready made for them to consume. They learn how to consume information, but what they don't practice is creativity. Over time, they are conditioned to getting information externally instead of getting information internally. You see, the difference between creativity and consumption is creativity is inside out, while consumption is outside in. When you are creating, you are using your imagination, you are thinking to yourself, what would I like to create? What would I like to see in the future? What do I love and what do I want to experience? You are seeking answer internally. Consumption, on the other hand, is seeking answer externally. Someone has the information that we need. They know of a better way of doing things, and I need to acquire their knowledge from them. There is nothing wrong with learning from another person, but when you feel lost, you are disconnected with yourself. Other people can tell you what works for them, but they cannot tell you what you desire or what you want. We are all different and unique individuals. What's good for someone may not be good for you. You need to be in touch with yourself, understand yourself, and know what you truly desire. With automated consumption, we are conditioned to find answers outside of us instead of within us. I don't know if you have experienced this before. You scroll mindlessly on social media, trying to find something that satisfies you. But instead of finding something fun, you feel more lost, dissatisfied, bored, and irritated. This is because you don't even know what's fun to you in the first place. We are just relying on social media to tell us what is the next fun thing out there. We are heavily dependent on social media to help us define what makes us happy. If you first check in with yourself and define what you want to experience, your interaction with social media will be very different. You will know what content resonates with you and what doesn't. And when you see content that doesn't resonate with you, you just dismiss them and let them go. They won't be a distraction to you because you already define what you want. You won't feel lost. You only feel lost when you don't know what you want and you haven't spent enough time with yourself to know what you want. Social media is just one form of distraction. Your parents, your friends, and your family can all be a distraction to your inner guidance. One of your friends may say, hey, check out this new program, it will help you improve your life. Your parents may say, do this, don't do that. Your siblings may say, try this instead, this is the best solution. Even though they may be of best intention, they are not you. Again, what works for them may not work for you. Also, people around you may be affected by the media too. So they are just sharing with you what they have learned from other people or what they saw from the social media. When you are being pulled in so many directions, that can make you feel very lost. Who do I listen to? Like, I don't know. Like, there's so many different opinions. Everyone, including this video, including me too, can be a distraction to you if you haven't defined for yourself what experience you want to create, what emotion you want to feel, and what goals you want to achieve. If you want to have a meaningful life, a fulfilling life, you have to listen to your inner guidance, not everyone else, because only you know what you truly want. So what do we do? First, you have to recognize that you have a choice. I'm not asking you to blame the media or the people around you for trying to influence you. We are all doing it unconsciously or consciously. Like we all are trying to influence each other. And you can't stop technology from developing. However, you can take responsibility for what you consume. You can set strong intention before you go on social media. Secondly, you can take a break from technology and isolate yourself from other people to get clear of your own desire. Do this regularly, like once a week, and you'll find yourself having more clarity. Earlier this week, I spent some quiet time in nature and the airport. Yes, the airport. Some parts of the airport can be surprisingly quiet, even quieter than the libraries. And when people are just doing their own things, going to their next destination, they're actually not paying much attention to you. So you can find a quiet place and be with yourself and do some self-reflection. I do this so I can hear myself and journal what I would like to experience in the new year, what I would like to create in the future, going through different areas of my life like career, relationship, and health, and many more. Being in silence will help you to connect with your true self and your intuition. Every one of us has desire and an inner voice waiting to be discovered, but it can be challenging at first. If you have practiced consumption your whole life, you may not hear your desire and your intuition that well in the beginning. You may only hear bits and pieces of what you want. The good thing is, you don't need to know the whole full picture. Lately, when I was in Tokyo, I went to this art museum called Team Lab Borderless. What is unique about this museum is there is no map. And I'm the type of person who needs a map. I want to know what's on the itinerary. I want to know what is going to happen. I want to know when I walk out of the museum, I have done everything that I want to do. But that day, I learned something very profound. You actually don't need a map. You don't need to know the full picture. The fun is in the not knowing. When you don't know what's going to happen, that's where you stay present and explore what is available out there. And you know what the irony is? Without a map, without any destination in mind, I didn't feel lost at all in the museum. I just let my intuition guide me to the next fun thing to do. There is this attraction called Bubble Universe. Some people on social media say you have to go there early, ask the crew to tell you where it is, and rush to this room. It gets crowded very easily. But for me, I just follow my intuition. And that was the first room I entered. I didn't even ask for direction from the crew member. I just followed my inner guidance and I was there. The reason why I'm sharing this experience with you is most people think that they feel lost because they don't know what direction to take. They don't have a destination in mind. They don't have a map. But this is totally not true. I didn't feel lost at all when I was in the museum, and there wasn't any map. The truth is, we feel lost because we are conditioned to believe there's a map out there for us to find. We believe that someone has a perfect system or steps you can take to get what you desire. We just need to find it and we will be happy. But the map will not make you happy. I can give you a Google map right now, but if you don't know where to go, you will still feel lost. And even if I give you a destination with the map, but that's not what you truly want to go, you will still feel unfulfilled, like you have lost your way. That's because you're not following what you truly desire. You're not following what your soul is calling you towards. You're just following other people's opinions. And you don't need a whole map to get started. You just need a general direction. You just need to know whether this resonates with you or does this not resonate with you. If something resonates with you, you just go towards it. If something doesn't resonate with you, you just take another path. Even for me, I am uncertain about my future too. I don't know what I'm going to do in the future. I'm not sure if I will continue this YouTube channel forever, but we shouldn't confuse uncertainty with feeling lost. Someone can be uncertain about the future and feel lost, while another person can be uncertain about the future and look forward to it and have fun exploring the future. Uncertainty is not the same as feeling lost. This personal map that only works for you isn't out there with someone else. It's not something you need to find. It's something within and something that you need to create. There was a time when I felt truly lost, jobless, and depressed. You can watch this video next to find out how I overcame this.